So get your notes out. Solving triangles without Pythagorean theorem. So yes, you can still resort to that, but I'm going to show you how to do it without today, okay? So here you go. Example, solve the following triangles. That means all sides, all angles, right? All sides, all angles. So here we go. So we have this triangle like this. And we have 47 degrees here, 5.9 meters there. And we're going to call this Q, R, and this is going to be capital R here. So essentially they want you to find side Q, side R, and angle R, okay? When you have, go ahead and write this down. We've got to make sure we have this, right? So this is first example, example A. So let's see how we can do this, okay? The easiest thing to do first here, because you have two angles, right? Two angles are given already. So you need to find the third. So this is easy to do. R is simply 180 minus 90 minus the 47 degree, okay? And that would be 43 degrees. So we've got that figured out. Okay, so that's check off our list. We've solved for our angle R, that is, we're done. Now there's Q and R that they want, right? 47 is an angle given, and we have one more side. We can definitely not use Pythagorean theorem at this point. So we just we label this side, this angle, sorry, and go out. This is your opposite, and this is the adjacent. You choose if, like, you can actually, let's label them all, why not? Right? So opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. And this is a little bit different now because you can choose which way you want to go. It's almost like the area question that we just did, the composite shape, but you should all arrive to the same final answer. Okay, so let's say you want to solve for R, right? Solving for R, side R, that is. If you wanted to solve for R, that means that adjacent is definitely in play, and you most definitely want to use the opposite side because it is given to you. So if it's O and A, you're using TOA. Okay, because adjacent is the one you want, opposite is the one that was given to you. So you're going to use tangent. So tangent at 47 degrees is equal to opposite, which is 5.9, over r. Okay, you put the 1 here, you would cross multiply down, divide going up. So r is 5.9 divided by tan of 47. Okay, that would give us 5.9 divided by tan of 47. That would give us 5.50, and we are in meters. That's it. Okay, we've done that. We got 550. And then next to it, right next to it, I'm going to do solving for R, or Q. Solving for Q. Mrs. Erickson, couldn't I just use Pythagorean theorem now? Yes, you could. But we're going to start again, okay? If you're trying to solve for Q, let's forget about the adjacent because that was our other unknown. Let's cover it up with our fingers like this. So right now, opposite is definitely something you want to use, and it's Q the one you want to know. So it's O and H. That is so, right? So katoa. It's so. So we would have to use sine of the angle is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, which is Q. You put the 1 there, cross multiply and divide. So Q is going to be 5.9 divided by sine of 47. Q is 8.07 meters. There you have found angle R, side Q. You found them all, right? And so now you're done, okay? We'll do one more. One more and then we'll call it a day for today. So make sure you have this written down. It's very important, okay? Because we're going to do a bit more of this as well as word problems. So be ready for an AC of some sort tomorrow again, okay? Go ahead and write it down. I will pause the recording a bit. We have a bit more time. Next, write this down. Those that are still writing down the first part, I'm going to kind of leave it on there, but write the next diagram down. Okie dokie, let's go. So, what do we have here? We have a triangle with only two sides given, okay? What would you do there? You know what? I told you don't use Pythagorean theorem, but the more I think about it, the more I'm saying like, why would I take away a tool that you can use, right? So this is side E, right? Across from angle E, you'll always have lowercase e. So why don't we solve that first? E, somebody's saying something here. Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to finish this off and then we're done. E, it's a hypotenuse. Don't go just yet, okay, guys? 7.5 squared plus 13.8 squared. That would be that's 246.69. So taking the square root of that would give us 15.71 inches. So why don't we do that, right? That's there. What's new now is they want the angles as well. And you don't know what they are. So you need to decide which angle you want to find first. Is it D or is it F? It doesn't matter. I'm going to pick D. Based on D, you label your sides. Opposite, hypotenuse, adjacent. Use the two sides that are given to you. So O and A, right? So solving for angle D, we have to use TOA. So tan of angle D is going to be opposite divided by the adjacent. Let's come up with a decimal. That's 1.84. D will be tan inverse of 1.84. D is 61.48 if you round at degrees. So we solve for angle D, this one here. How can we solve for F quickly without doing this again? Because you could do it again, right? You go over here and then label the sides across from them. We don't want that. Angle F will just be 180 minus the 90 minus the one you just found. Some of you might say, hey, can't I just go 90 minus this angle, right? Because the other two have to add up to 90. Yes, go ahead, do that. So there's that angle. So we'll continue with this tomorrow. Your homework is to go over this and make sure you understand this, right? Solving triangles. Other than that, have a good one, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow, right after lunch.